Hello friends, so now today's our topic is comments. So what are comments in JavaScript or in any programming language? So it's a very basic but it's very useful thing that you have to use in while doing programming. There are a lot of I just searched this thing, concept of comments in computer programming, and here this website is very useful, and it's explained that why we should use comments in computer programming, or while we do programming, why should we use comments. So actually comments is used for many purposes, like if you really want to not to run a particular code, or if you want to make your code descriptive, or you want to tell other programmers or that are working with you. So this is the way you can use comments to describe what is your code, what the code does have the meaning, and these kind of things you can actually use are done by comments. So this is very easy. You can in JavaScript you can also because JavaScript is a programming language, so you can also use comments in JavaScript. So let me take you to the this folder again, and inside this folder I'm going to open it with VS Code as usual we do in previous lectures. And if you don't know about VS Code editor, you can search it. I have created the video while I'm teaching HTML on my channel. So I don't know why it is hanging. Oh yeah, that's good. Now I'm going to change the title is comments, like so, and here I will just copy this thing and remove it from here. Now if I use alert here, alert, and use hello world, okay, and if I open this file, so wait for it, and once it open it will show alert. So where it is, yeah, here it is loading, and after loading complete you can see it is actually loading the page. Once I click on OK, the icon is appears. So if I press F5 or refresh the page, you will see hello world is appearing. So it's a dialog box or a pop-up window, you can say it as it's a pop-up window. Now if you really want to use this code in after some time, so or you want to make it a reference, and but you don't want to remove it from here, so how can you do this? It's very simple. You can just make it comment by just putting double slash. So now you can see this is this statement will not render, the browser will ignore this statement. So if I again refresh the web page, nothing is gonna happen because this is not in the JavaScript statement. So that's the key. So you can hide your code. So that's the first thing you can do with coding, that you can hide your code. Now another way of if you have so many you can say if you have so many statements in your programming, like if I have a simple calculator like var a is equal to 1, var b is equal to 2, I declare two variables, and those two variables are actually stored, the values are stored in a and b, and then I'm going to print the values in r, that is whatever you want to write. I'm using r for result, so I'm just gonna plus a and b, and then I'm going to use the alert here and inside alert I'm going to print the R. So now if I refresh the page, you can see the page says 3 because 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. And if you want to comment it out, how you can do this? It's very simple. Here we use multi-line comments. So first you have to give one slash, and then you have to use asterisk, and after that whatever you write will be rendered as a comment. Okay, so now you have to close the comment. So again use the asterisk and then slash /. So this is our comment, and in the code inside it will not render. So if I refresh, now you can see nothing is happening. So here this is another example. So the first example is single line comment example. If you have a single line to comment, you can use // and followed by your code. So another thing, if you have a lot of lines and you want to comment all of them, you can use this way. This is a good pattern. You can just put / followed by asterisk, and then asterisk followed by /, and this will becomes a multi-line comment. Now this is the one purpose we use comments. Now another purpose of using comments is something different. Like if I have a complex situation, if I have a complex code that another person get difficulty to understand, here I'm going to use comments again. So it will make my code much easier. Like if I have a function, if you don't know what is function, you should not have to remember what I'm writing. So okay, leave it as it is. If I have alert or console.log, and if I print hello world, I know it's a very basic thing and everyone can understand it, but let's suppose it's very difficult for another person. So I can use it, use this comments here to tell that this will print hello world in the console. So how I can do this? It's very simple. // after the line, after the statement. So if I put it here and then I wrote like this will print hello world, like so. So if I refresh, nothing is gonna happen because the output will be available in console. So I have to go to console. So if I go in the console section, so you can see hello world is here. If I make it some bigger, so you can see hello world is here on line 22. So it is our line 22, hello world is appearing. Now what happen if I put // here? So it will comment the whole line and this will go on. Okay, so if you actually want to describe your code, you can use here. If you have multiple line of code, then you can come on its top and you can use multi-line comment like so. And here you write that this is a program and it will print out hello world, like so. So this is known as a documentation comment. Okay, so I'm actually telling about this is a program and it will display hello world. So this is the way we use comments. Now if you want more want to get more concepts about why we use comments, you can check out this website. And actually whatever I told you is everything. The main part I told you. why we use comments, and we should use comments in difficult programs. So last thing is, here they said if you have pseudocode or algorithm, like if I have a program, so I can use like I can use if I have a problem, calculate, like if I have a problem, calculate two numbers, calculate two numbers, like so. So what I can do, I wrote a pseudocode. I need a variable var, I need a variable a with the value equal to value. So whatever I want to, I can actually take notes for my code that I'm gonna write. So this way you can use your comments. But basically comments have two main purposes: to hide code and to tell others what your code will gonna do. So these are the things our JavaScript code or any other programming languages that are available, like C++, C Sharp, C, COBOL, and other. There are a lot of thousands of programming languages available. You can search how many programming languages. So all the programming languages have this comment feature. So we use this comment feature to make our code much easier for debugging, for telling others about our code, what is happening in the code, how our code is running, what is the flow of the code. So you can actually tell everyone that this is the purpose of the code. So here you can actually search it on why we use comments, and you will find there are a lot of explanation available that why should we use comments, and using comments purposes. So it is available theoretical part on the internet. So I really don't like to appreciate these theoretical parts, because it is mostly for job purposes. I'm making my students ready for their own business, so that's why we should not focus on theoretical part. But in this lecture and in other lecture that will become about JavaScript and other programming languages, I will cover theoretical parts, so you don't have to worry about the theoretical parts. So okay, that's it for today's lecture, and the next lecture will be on variable. So I hope you will enjoy that. Okay, so that's it.